Well, hello there.
Hey, what's up, sis?
Hey, welcome to Vanities Live. Happy Sunday, everybody.
Happy Sunday, y'all. We back.
We're back and welcome to Vanities Live. We're happy to see you guys once again. How you doing,
And the live
beautiful?
episode. I'm good, girl. Rested. Had a had an overnight on Saturday. On Friday, so we got off at like 4 in the morning on
Ooh,
Saturday. So we love those. We love those, but
those days.
we love those. But I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. So
Well,
I'm good. I'm working now.
come on in wherever you are. If you're streaming live with us on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube, we're happy to have you guys on this beautiful, we're here in Texas where I am, a beautiful Sunday. It's really nice and sunny. I know where you are, Ray, it might be a little different.
I
What's
mean, it's a little cloudy now, a little overcast. So
a little
hopefully the
overcast?
weather, hopefully that don't mean the weather getting cold because I needed to stay a little bit warm because it got really cold the other night. It was only 50, but I don't know. It felt like it was like 20.
Really? Ooh, I'm not ready
It was
for that.
cold. Shoot, I ain't ready for it either, but I guess I better get ready.
You better get ready. Okay.
Okay.
You ready for some
We have
current
such an
events?
awesome guest today. I don't know her personally, Sharisa. I don't know her personally, but just looking at her work and the things that she has done in the industry, like I'm super excited to be able to speak with her today and just get her insight and her expertise on just the awesome, amazing, creative things that she's done and she's doing. So we're gonna bring our guest in, AJ Jones, very soon.
Her
Send this
work
to all
is
your
fire,
friends.
girl.
Her work is fire.
I
I'm
was
like,
checking
how do
out
you
her
think of
work.
this stuff?
She's bringing the heat. I was like, okay, okay, she's
Your
doing it.
brain is just so live, so live. But
Yeah,
send this
she's
send
bringing
this
the
to
heat.
all your friends, everybody. So everybody needs to see this. In the
Yeah, make
meantime,
sure
in
you like,
between time,
share, and follow us on all of our platforms: Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. You guys, and we're taking it and talking too. You guys.
yes, we are. Yes, we
Okay.
are. Well, is it time for some trivia?
Now it's time for some current events.
Okay, we could do current events first.
Let's do some current events.
So, I was trying to upload the video, but I couldn't get it to upload. But there is this guy on Instagram. Um, his name, well, his Instagram, I believe, is Stage Runner LA.
Uh huh.
Stage Runner LA. And Sharice actually sent this video to me, but it was a video of him stating how Texas is somewhat becoming the new LA. It's becoming not even the new LA, it's becoming the new Hollywood.
Absolutely.
And um it's it is crazy the ways that this industry changes and grows.
Yes.
And I mean, we're happy to be a part of it. We definitely want to be mindful because there are a lot of people who are without work right now,
Mhm.
and um they need work, like everybody needs work. Everybody got bills to pay, everybody has family to take care of and themselves. So we definitely want to send our hearts and our thoughts out to those who are dealing with work shortages and dry seasons right now. um and also, we're also happy that Texas is coming out of dry years and years and years and years of just being dry. Um, and I'm just gonna say this, y'all.
Uh-oh.
One
Gonna
thing
say it.
I'm gonna say it.
Gonna
I'm gonna
say it.
say it. I'm gonna say it
Gonna say
because
it.
something that something that God will definitely put the last first.
Yes, he
Because
will.
something that I've experienced being in this industry and being from Texas, I am very capable in what I do. I know exactly how to do the things that I do. I'm open to learning. I'm open to trusting. I'm open to listening. I'm open to leading. I'm open to sitting back there and watching and learning. And so are so many other extremely talented hair and makeup artists in Texas.
Yes.
Um, in the past years, we've been known by other people who have created this um, idea about Texas film hairstylists. Like, we don't know what we're doing, or
False
like we're stuck
narrative. Can you
in
say that?
a false narrative, a very false narrative about us, as if we don't know how to curl the way that somebody in LA does, or we don't know how to apply a wig the way that somebody in Atlanta does. And it's been disheartening because we work just as hard in Texas as everybody else does. So with
And
that
put out
being
great work.
said, and we put out a great work. So with that being said, I personally, as a Texas girl through and through, am very happy that Texas is being able to see an influx in work. Because it's been really hard. It's hard for everybody, but it's been really hard for people in Texas for a long time. And I'm
Mhm.
just happy to see a lot more people being able to get work and not passed over or looked over for somebody else that they could do the exact same work for. So I said that, and I said what I said.
You said what you said. And guess what? I'm going to second that emotion. How about that?
Period. Period. So shout out to everybody that's doing that thing. Shout out to everybody that's, finally getting a chance to shake back on all the bills and things that they've been behind on. And everybody is gonna work out for everybody.
It
The
will.
thing is, we gotta stay together, stay connected, and not think that one person is greater than the next or one person is better than the next. We all in this together, y'all. We
And
all in
learn
this
from one
together.
another. How about that part?
Mhm.
Everybody
Mhm.
brings a gift to the table. Some's different, but everybody brings something to the table. And I believe that if we remain students for life, we can all learn something and we can all grow together.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so now that I've got
And
that
you
off
know
my
what? I'm
chest,
going to show a new little find. Now, it was new to me. I don't know if it's new to everybody, but I stopped
let's
by the
see.
beauty supply store, and we normally use the small double prong clips, but I found some
Mhm.
extremely large ones. Look at this here. I was like, okay, but I wanted to show. Can you guys see that?
They're double prong.
Yeah, they're huge. They're extra wide and extra big. So I was like, let me show you guys my new find.
Okay,
Ain't they
double
big? I was like,
prong.
okay,
Okay.
let me just bring it to the table.
Yeah, I like that. Where you find that? Where can we find that? Do you have an Amazon link?
I didn't find it on Amazon, but I did find it at the beauty supply store. But if
Okay.
I do, I'm gonna look on Amazon, and if I can find it, I'll share my link with everybody.
Yeah,
All right,
we'll share Sharice's link on the Vanities Live page
yeah, I'll
in our
share it with you
stories. Yeah. See,
guys.
because that's what we do. We share. Sharing
That's
is
what we do. It
caring.
is. It's caring, you guys. But I think it's
Ain't no
time for a little
gatekeepers.
trivia. You ready for some trivia?
Let's do it. Let's
Let's
do
see.
it. Y'all ready
Okay.
for some trivia?
Okay, here we go.
All right. Let's go.
Okay. Let me show our little trivia. Okay, here we go, you guys. Who, who was the main character in A Nightmare on Elm Street? I'm making it easy for you guys today. Was it A, Jason Voorhees, B, Michael Myers, C, Freddy Krueger, or D, Ghostface? Drop it in the comments whether you're on our Vanities Live page or
Ghost
our
face.
pages. You want me to repeat it again?
Yeah, cause what?
Who was the main character in A Nightmare on Elm Street? Was it A, Jason Voorhees, B, Michael Myers, C, Freddy Krueger, or D, Ghostface? And no,
Oh,
Ray, you cannot answer.
you know what? You know how I feel about that.
How do you feel about it?
Brother,
I
What's
can't with
that?
you.
What's that, brother?
She too much, y'all.
That's how I feel. Since you won't
Okay,
let
you
me
guys, drop it in the comments.
she
If you're on
said
our
they said we did this one already.
No, we didn't. We did not do this one.
We did have a Jason
Something
Voorhees
similar.
question similar last week.
No, it was not this one though.
It was similar
It
if it
wasn't
wasn't the
this
same
one.
one.
It's not this one.
It
It,
wasn't this one. It was just similar.
it
But
was
who is Ghostface?
it was something different, you guys.
Look, I'm like Ghostface.
So drop it in the comments, you guys. Are you on our Vanities Live page? Make sure you drop it in the comments.
That's all right, y'all. She ain't gonna let me answer, but that's all right. I got a lot to say anyway. Hmm.
You guys, you
Let-
guys ready
let's
for the answer?
Yeah, let's go ahead and get the answer. We got a lot of Freddy Kruegers. We got That's all I see is Freddy Krueger.
Okay, I made it easy for you guys this week. Next week I'm going hard, okay? So it was C. Freddy Krueger. I'm like, you guys, if you don't know this one, I don't know what to say.
All
Oh,
right, Freddie, you got your time to shine,
you
Freddie.
got your time to shine, Freddie.
You
On
got your time.
to okay,
Well, all right, y'all.
you
Without
ready to
further
bring
ado,
us in? I think it's about
I think
time.
it's time. I think it's time. Let me switch this real quick. And let me switch this real quick.
I think it's time that we bring her on in. No
All
more
right,
waiting.
y'all. Without further ado, y'all send some Vanities Live hearts up for our guest, AJ. Throw some hearts
Morning,
up for our
AJ.
girl.
Yes.
Yes.
Welcome to
Yeah,
Vanities Live.
Peace, everybody.
We are so glad to
welcome.
have you.
Hi, I'm so happy to be here.
Thank you for coming. We really appreciate you for coming to our platform.
Absolutely. I am honored to even, you guys wanted me. I was such a shock. I was like, me? Oh
You
my
know, we like the dopest of the dope, you know? So
God.
welcome.
That
Thank
part.
you.
And girl, the people need to know who you are. They need to know who this person is with these magical hands. Cause I'm like, yo, how does she think of this stuff? So before we get into the meat and potatoes of it, why don't you give everybody introduction of who you are, what you do, where you're from, that whole jazz.
Hi, everybody. I am AJ Jones. I'm from Chicago and I'm a hair artiste. I make
Okay.
magic with my hands.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you
Yes, you
do, honey. Yes, you do.
oh,
But Sharice, I
she's
don't know. I feel like she's being a little demure,
modest.
a little
Come
mindful, a
on,
little
girl, come and drop
modest.
it for us. Come on, let's go on and tell us what you do, who you've done, where you've been. You know, you're from the Midwest like me. So
Yeah.
come on, we know you bring it. So bring it to the table.
I've been everywhere from Essence Fest to working in New York to fashion shows. I'm currently working on season 7 of The Shy, so that's
Oh,
really exciting.
Hey.
yeah.
I'm a little bit of everywhere. If you think of hair, you think of AJ.
Okay.
I know
Yeah.
that's right.
So you're working on the
But we're
strike.
so happy to.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I love that show. I love The Shy.
It is such a fun show to work on. It's unbelievable. It's like family. Like when you get in a
Yeah.
groove and everybody has such positive energy, it makes it easier for you to do your job.
So how did you
And
get
I think
started?
that you do Burgundy's hair.
Yes, that's my black Barbie. I love
Yes.
Burgundy.
For
She's
those of you who don't know, Burgundy plays Keisha on The Shy.
yeah,
Yeah.
Burgundy is such a pure spirit, and her hair loves me, and I love talking to it. Like it's like a
I know that's
meditative
right.
heaven.
So AJ, tell us how you got started in the game of doing hair. Take us
um,
back.
take us back. I started braiding hair around the block. That's really how it started. Like all the guys needed their hair braided, and I would be the one to do it. And my mom was like, "What are you doing? You're wasting your time. You need to go to hair school." I went to cosmetology school in 2014, and it's literally been history from there.
I
That's
know that's
awesome.
right.
Yeah.
So how did you get started doing hair for like TV and film, editorial, that all of those things?
Editorial, probably like 7 or 8 years ago. I had photographer friends at the time, and one of my friends hit me up, said, "Yo, I want this 3 foot tall, braided, whatever." And I'm just like, I don't know how to do this. Like this is insane. I've never done anything like this before. So I cranked it out probably like in 24 hours. And ever since then, once I realized that I'm capable of doing what I think I can't, I just started running from there. I started hitting up people like, "Hey, let's do this or let's do that. I got this idea," and being able to collab with so many amazing photographers, it just put the battery in my back because they thought I was great. And I'm just like, okay, they saying something I'm not. So let me really tune into this hair
Mm,
thing. And it literally just escalated from there. Like my inbox is insane at this point.
I
So,
know
what was
that's
your
right.
thinking process when you created that look? What was your thinking process? Kind of tell us, how did you go about creating that look?
If you watch The Good Doctor and you know Sean, where he has like those visions, he like stop in the middle of things and he sees what happens. That is literally me. I just stop and I think and I put like 5 different scenarios on how I can go and achieve it. And
Hmm.
then I try out 4 or 5 different ways. I make mistakes all the time. And sometimes the mistakes be the best part of the project,
Right.
to be honest.
Yeah.
But I just really have visions on how to achieve it, and then I just go and do it.
So, what do you use? Like, what type of things do you just buy regular hair things, or do you go get like odd pieces? Kind of tell us your process.
Everything starts off with hair. Most of my project base is braids, and depending
Mhm.
on the shape of it, sometimes I just shape it like with clippers, or sometimes I use foam objects that already have the shape that I need, and just
Mhm.
wrap the hair around that, and then try to figure out how to attach it to the head, either like a braided base or some way that I can like put holes in it and pin it to where it's supported from the bottom. But
Mhm.
just really raw materials, wires, foam pieces. Sometimes I use like the little Tetris pieces and wrap hair around that and create stuff like that. Just literally anything, any knickknacks around the house. Because my mom was a crafter. So any knickknacks around the house that I can put my hands on, I use and created with that.
Okay, that sounds like
You know
fun.
what? I can see you working on like Bridgerton. Like I can see you. I feel like your creativity is so just avant-garde. Like I could see you working on something like that where you are able to like put your vision into like a whole. That's not my strength, and that's why it's so interesting to me just to see like how you like just think of these like styles and they're so perfectly executed.
Oh, thank you.
Like they are. And I think that's something, to really just really be proud of because that's a skill that you have.
Thank you. I didn't know it was a skill until people started looking at me weird. Like I had one lady come up to me like, "You can't be from planet Earth." I said, "But I am." She said, "No, you create things out of this world." I'm just like, okay, I'm really different. Like people see it. So absolutely. And I would love to do a Bridgerton piece. That's actually one of my goals is to do something like
Girl, listen, we gonna put that in the air.
come
Yeah.
on, manifest
We're
it
gonna
for
put
me
that up
because
there,
I'm
man.
ready.
Yep. Yep. Yes, we are. Okay. AJ is gonna be on Bridgerton. So just so y'all
Yes.
know.
Y'all heard it here first. So when you
Heard
see
it
it,
here first
you
on
heard it here
Vanities Live.
first.
So, what are
So,
some of the
so
other things that you aspire to do?
I want to put out a hair book. Like I
Okay.
want to take it back
mm,
to the 90s where you're in the beauty salon and you're just flipping through pages on how to do things, different styles for black women because I feel like we're missing it. So why not bring it in
mhm.
2024? So that's definitely one of my goals. And then a photography book that I'm actually working on. I want to do a timeless beauty piece. So when you look at my work 20 years from now, people still get inspired about what I did and can recreate it for themselves.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Because what we forget is that at some point, what we're doing now is going to be period.
Yes.
And I recall Sharice and I were on a show, and it was a lot of 60s hair. She ordered these little cute little books that had all of these 60s styles. Well, it had all different eras. It had 20s,
Yeah.
30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, all different eras. And it was white and black. It was drawings, animation,
Hmm.
and it told you how to put the rollers in there, to what direction to roll, what size,
Yeah.
all of that to get these certain styles. And that was so like important. It was so needed for
Hmm.
what we were doing. So that's so smart that you said that, because somebody else 20 years, 30 years from now is gonna need the blueprint to do what you're doing. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
Absolutely.
saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to give it. I'm so excited to give my take on it as well. That's the most exciting part for me.
Well, girl, let us know when it comes out, because we'll put it all up on Vanities Live.
I got you.
I think it's time for us to play a little game. Are you ready to play a little game?
Let's play a game.
Okay,
Let's
so
do
how about we play
it.
a game called My Fave?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. What's your favorite? We're going to play together. Me and Ray are going to play with you. So, what's your favorite food?
Cornbread.
Ooh, love you some cornbread.
I love cornbread.
You like sweet cornbread or what kind of cornbread do
Well,
you
I
like?
like sweet cornbread. I like jalapeno cornbread. I like the cornbread with the
Ooh.
little corn nuggets in it. I just
Ooh,
love
girl, you get me
cornbread.
hungry.
Okay. Shoot. Me too.
Okay, Ray, what's your favorite?
The
I
Libra in me. I don't know if I have a favorite. That's my problem. I have a favorite type. I
know.
love Caribbean food.
Ooh, that
I
sounds good.
love
Mm.
stew. I love stewed brown stewed chicken, brown stewed snapper with the
Okay,
Ooh.
cabbage and
sounds so good.
the meat patties. Woo!
Like jerk
Tie me
chicken.
up. Tie
Yes.
me up.
Ooh, it's a number of different. I don't know if I want to go sweet or if I want to go. I love salmon. That's one of my
Ooh, yes.
to go for some salmon right now. But okay,
Sound about good.
favorite movie. What's your favorite movie?
The photograph.
The photo. Oh, I like that. That
Yes,
was
it's such a love story, and the hair in there is so phenomenal. Felicia
yeah,
Leatherwood killed it with Issa Rae. Like,
yeah.
I just love it, and the music is so soothing.
It was. It was.
Yes,
I saw that.
favorite.
What about you, Ray?
I think my favorite movie is gonna have to be The Devil Wears Prada.
That
Ooh,
was good too. It's one of
Yeah,
my
it's
favorite-
just one of my favorites.
yeah. One of
Outside
my,
of Shatas, but I can't say Shatas on here.
oh my gosh. One of my all-time favorites is Pretty Woman. I love
ooh,
that. I just
Oh,
love it.
yep.
it's a
Mhm.
classic.
And the
Mhm.
Notebook. Pretty.
Ooh,
And
The
the Notebook.
Notebook.
Okay.
I love love. Okay.
Mhm.
Favorite oh Lord. Favorite perfume, you guys.
I'm gonna have to go with Riri's Naked from her perfume line.
Okay.
It's so subtle, but it catches the attention the right way. I love
Okay.
Mhm.
it. Yeah.
What about you, Ray?
These are hard questions. I'm a perfume junkie.
No,
Like,
I
it's
love
like
perfume
7
too.
bottles in there right
I
now.
know.
And I probably spray them all on in different I I be I be layering them. Right now, my favorite is probably just the regular Carolina Herrera Good Girl.
Okay. One of my
Yeah.
favorites right now is a Pouget. So I love that. Smells so good.
You a bougie. Ooh.
It's by Louis Vuitton, so it smells so good. It's one of my favorites.
Ooh. We
Okay.
like that.
Favorite color?
I have multiple. Rose gold, black, and purple.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mine is orange. I love orange. It's just a happy color. What about you, Ray?
Um, Mine are gonna be black and green.
Okay.
Hmm.
Favorite period hair to do?
Mm. I would say the 90s because it was so fun and it gave you so much room to be
Yeah,
creative.
yeah,
Yeah.
90s.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I'll say 80s. I love 80s and 90s. Those are my favorite periods too.
It's the 90s for me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
90s dope. It was
90s.
so dope.
It's
It
so
was so
fun.
dope. Yeah.
Okay. Favorite ice cream.
I am the person that's been keeping butter pecan in business. I love butter pecan ice cream.
Honey, not
I
butter
love,
pecan.
I love orange pineapple. It's hard to find down here, but it's my favorite orange pineapple. What about you?
I am a non-dairy girly, so I'm more of like a sorbet, like lemon, what you call it, like Italian ice type of girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Favorite hairspray.
Mm, this is a tough one.
Yeah, it is.
Right now, I'll probably go with the Moroccan Oil Stronghold hairspray. It's been a staple.
I'm
Okay.
so glad they discontinued my favorite one, which was maxed out. But I'm about to go old
Mhm.
school on you guys. I love Fantasia. It just works for me.
Yeah.
So
I like the Kenra working spray.
Oh yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
Okay. Favorite shampoo.
Mm. For my hair, I would say black soap.
Okay, black soap.
Okay.
Black soap, yeah. It gets the job done. One, maybe two washes, and it's clean.
Okay. I'm gonna
Yeah.
say Hydro Silk. It's a newer shampoo, but it is the bomb. So I like Hydro.
Okay. I'm thinking more like in the salon world, I guess. I like the carrot care, but I'ma just y'all know I gotta be different. So I'm gonna go for that Centonic conditioner. Ooh. Have y'all used Centonic?
No.
Mm-hmm.
I just love how it feels on my scalp and it's so like tingly and all of
Okay,
that. So
you have to send it to me, show it to me. Okay, last one. Favorite hair lightener.
Matrix.
I'm gonna say Joico. Baby, it's gonna take you up, get rid of that yellow. The bomb, the cream one.
Mm-hmm.
That's it for me.
hmm, I kinda like Blondor.
Bondor, okay.
Yeah, I kinda like Blondor.
Okay.
I don't do a whole lot of lightning.
Okay. Well, you know I'm the blind girl, so
Yes, girl. You once a every
Joico
2 weeks.
connection. Okay, that's it for that game for now.
That was a good game.
You
Yay.
like that one?
Period.
So our little faves.
And also, in the meantime, in between time, if you are in the audience, if you are watching and you have any questions for any of us or for our beautiful special guests, please feel free to type them in the comments and we
Yeah.
will get to your question. Since we're on a different platform, it's a little bit more unconventional than what we were doing before, as far as being able to see your questions. So please feel free to type them into the comment section if you're on Instagram. Um, the comment section on Facebook and YouTube. And thank y'all again for being here.
Because we
Now,
appreciate you.
yes, we do. Now, let's talk about you are signed with are you still signed with Felicia Leatherwood's texture management?
Yes, I am still signed with Texture Management.
That is awesome. So, is there anything that you can talk a little bit with us in the audience about as far as being signed to an agency?
Being signed to an agency is actually a good door opener. It allows you access to opportunities that you wouldn't have just solo. Like I give gratitude to Texture Management because I wouldn't have did Essence Fest without them.
Mhm.
Like they gave me the opportunity and I'm just like, yo, this is something I really want to do. So this is awesome. They also give me guidance. It's like having your personal mentor as well. So that's really good, especially being Black in the industry, you don't know the correct words
Mhm.
to say or how to reach out. So they give you help with that as well. So it's been a good boost to be signed. I get access to jobs that I wouldn't normally get just on my own. So I think if you're thinking about doing it, find the right agency that's right for you and definitely go for it.
Did
Yeah.
you seek them out?
No, no, actually, no. Probably 2 years ago now, I've been signed with them. I've been in contact with Felicia Leatherwood, just me being who I am. I knew I wanted to be in the industry. I sent her a DM, said, hey, if you ever need anything, I'm AJ, I'm from Chicago. I can travel to you. Just know that I'm always open. And she was just taking home of my work. And probably like a year later, she would say, hey, AJ, give me a call. I would love to talk to you about an opportunity, and the opportunity fell in my lap. It was a blessing.
And
That
so,
see, if y'all don't hear anything else, she said that she reached out,
yes.
and if she didn't wait for somebody to reach out to her for the work to come find her. I think that's one thing about people that want to get into this industry, just this generation. Like, y'all
Mhm.
got to put in the work. You
Yeah,
have
Mm-hmm.
to put in the work. You can't be afraid to go and get what you want, because it's not just gonna come to you. You got to be willing to go. If you hungry, you got to go hunt for your food,
yes.
you
Can you
know.
speak to that,
And
AJ? The importance of going to get what you want?
It is 100%. You have to open, closed mouth don't get fed. Like, I don't
Thank
know
that
if
part.
people believe it, but it's 100% true. Like, if I didn't open my mouth and say nothing, she wouldn't know who I am, because to me, I'm
Mhm.
just a fly on the wall to her. Like, so for
Mhm.
me to reach out to her and for her to respond, like, the worst thing that can happen is a no. And no's are going to happen, but don't take a no as a no. Just take it as a, not right now.
you. Yes.
Like, reach out to me later and I might have a yes for you. So it's definitely important. I used to watch movies all the time and I wait for the credits. And my favorite
Mhm.
ones, I see who the department head is, I see who the
Mhm.
key is. I'll follow on Instagram and I send a message like, hey, you may not know me, but this is who I am. This is what I do. I love your work. If you ever need a hand, I am here to help. And it works. It definitely works.
Can you
That's what's
speak to
up.
being prepared for the opportunity that you don't have? That's one of my biggest things is I tell my mentees that, have your bags ready because you never know when the call is going to come.
Oh, you never
Mhm.
know. The call can come at midnight for tomorrow morning, and you
That
have to
part.
be prepared. I have a bag in the car. I have a bag in my hair room. I have a bag at the trailer. Like, I can do your hair in the car if I need to be. I am
I
always
know that's
prepared.
right.
You have to always be prepared for the unknown. It is so important, especially if you want it. You have to have that hunger. That hunger puts that in there.
Mhm. Mhm.
What are some tools, essential tools that you would recommend to someone new who's just getting in the game?
Consistency. Always be at a stage that you want to grow. You can never not know enough. Like, people
Mm.
know different things and have different tactics or different techniques. Always be a sponge and don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Networking is
Yeah.
key. Networking is key. Like, if you go in a room and you see somebody from Instagram, go up and introduce yourself. You never know what can happen. Like, just literally be prepared for the unknown, be prepared to put yourself out there, and always be prepared to grow is my tips.
Always be prepared. I think that's another huge thing too. Like, we got people that want to do hair, but they have no social skills. Like, people that just want to do hair, but they don't want to go shake nobody's hand, or they don't want to elevate in ways that you really need if you're gonna make a change in this industry. So you gotta shake somebody's hand. You gotta meet somebody. Nobody does anything alone.
Yeah.
Nobody gets to anywhere alone by themselves. Go ahead.
And
What you gonna say,
you can't be
Sharice?
afraid to be around other successful people.
Mhm.
Mhm. Mhm.
And I can contest
Mhm.
to that because I once was the person that wouldn't talk. Like, the reason I
Mm.
don't have my profile picture, myself as my picture, is because I always wanted my work to speak for itself. But at some point, everybody wants to know the face behind the work. You have to
Absolutely.
put
Yeah.
yourself out there. You have to conquer whatever anxiety that you have, because a high can get you a long way.
Right.
Yeah, it
And
really
it's,
can. People
Mm-hmm.
like to know what not only your work, but your personality, who you are as a person. You can have some great work, but if I bring you on set and your personality is trash,
Mm.
you won't be asked back. It's sometimes
absolutely.
it's more about also it's not more about, but also about who you are as a person and how you handle yourself around other people, other professionals on set too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
teamwork is so important. You have to be
Absolutely.
able to gel with the team. Sometimes you have very talented people who don't gel
Mhm.
well with the team and they just don't make the cut, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact,
Mhm.
like you said, they don't get asked back to the job because they become me people. It's all about me. And when we're
Yeah.
working TV and film, there's no me people in the business. You can't make this film by yourself. You know, it's not a one person
Mhm.
credit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got your department heads, you got your key, your third, and you also have background. It
Yeah.
takes all of us to make this movie, not just one. It
Yep.
can't
Yeah.
even just be the department head. You need the entire
Yeah.
team to make this film happen. So it is
Mhm.
a team effort.
100%.
Oh,
Okay.
it's such a team effort, and everybody has a role to play,
Yes,
and
Mm-hmm.
your role is huge. Okay,
No matter how
please don't do
big or
nobody
small,
else's.
your role is huge.
Your role is huge, and do your role, and that's all you have to
yeah,
worry about. Unless you are given, you know, another responsibility, then that now becomes your role. You
absolutely.
know,
Who are
it's time
some
to
of
play
your
another game. Oh.
yeah, after you tell us who some of her mentors are, play another game.
My mentors, Kels. Kels was my mentor one time. Love her. She helped me through so much. And Talana. Talana's actually the department head on Chicago Fire now. That's my girl. Like she helps me through a lot. She gets me through it. She talks me through it. She prepares me for everything. So it's really important to have people that you can talk to and that you can trust. Mentors
Yeah.
are top T to me.
Yes,
Absolutely.
absolutely. Do
Nobody
you
makes
think
life
that
better.
it's important for people who are trying to get into the business to find a mentor first?
Absolutely. Absolutely, because you can
Yeah.
make so many mistakes, and one mistake can get you not a callback. Like, so having somebody that you can just pull up the phone and be like, "Yo, this is happening. What should I do?" It
Mhm.
eases the stress of the situation. So,
Mhm.
100% grab you a mentor, somebody that's in your field or do the same thing or do something that you want to do, and allow them to guide you.
Okay.
Period. I know that's right.
So now I think it's time to play.
Coming with the gems, dropping the gems.
Are you ready to play this or that?
Oh, let's play
Let's do
Okay.
it.
So this or that, comedy or drama? Which one do you prefer?
drama.
Drama.
Hmm.
I like comedy. I want to laugh a little bit. What about you, Ray?
Uh, Drama.
Pizza or burgers?
Pizza.
I'll say pizza too.
I miss it so much. I miss it so much.
Which
Let me
one you?
tell you, non-dairy pizza just ain't it. It just does not do. It just doesn't do. um,
I
I
can give
mean,
you
I
some
guess
of
I
my
have to
fake
say a
cheese.
burger.
I'll give you some of my
Yeah,
fake
that
cheese.
fake cheese don't do it. It just don't do. It just don't do. And I don't ever want to ruin my idea of pizza, so I just
Art museum or history museum?
Definitely art.
I agree with you. I'll go with art. But
same. All
history
right.
museums are nice too. You know, you find some stuff you like, wow. But I do like
Yeah,
art.
there's a really nice one in Nashville. It's
Hmm.
a the it's a music museum or something like that. But it's really cool and it's got like all kinds. I think it's the Black Music Museum or something like that.
Hmm.
I gotta look up the name of it, but it's pretty dope.
Okay. Netflix or YouTube?
YouTube.
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 What about you?
Um, YouTube because that's where our subscribers can watch us.
Yeah, YouTube, honey, all day long. No brainer, right?
Look, until we get on Netflix. Period.
Period.
Okay.
Sunrise or sunset?
The sunset.
I was trying to think about that one. I'm like, I do love a beautiful sunset.
Yeah, I do too.
Mm-hmm. The colors are unmatched.
They are so beautiful.
No
I
fact.
Mm-hmm.
nice pictures
But
of
there are some beautiful sunrises here in Montana.
yes,
Ooh.
yeah, but I
Yes,
like
there
to be up
are.
early in the morning. But the sunset is so gorgeous and so romantic.
It
Okay,
is.
rain or snow?
Ooh, the rain. Ooh, the snow is overrated.
Girl,
Especially in
tell
Chicago, because,
somebody
It
to
is
get
honey,
brutal
wet.
out here.
get
Yes,
me out of there.
I guess I'll say rain.
Rain
Um,
down on me. I don't want to be in no snow.
okay. Last one. Shopping online or in store?
Mm.
A tough one.
It is a tough one. I would say in store because you're able to grab like those one of a kind pieces that might not be online. So definitely in store.
Girl, I'm greedy. Give me both. I'm,
You acting like me now.
I know, right? I'm gonna say in person, but I really mean both.
Yeah. I'm gonna say in person too because nothing ever fits the way it looks like I think it's gonna look on me when I order it online. I need to
I
see it on
understand.
me.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
not gonna go in on
Oh
you, but
man.
I understand.
You know what? Leave me alone.
We have a
I
little
ain't gonna go
thing.
there with you.
We have a little thing, but I understand.
Let me tell y'all, I try to make sure if me and Sharice are working on the same show, I
Don't
gotta
even
sit a
go
few
there.
chairs away from her.
She
You
is
know,
so right. Girl,
'cause I
we
don't
had to
want to get bumped.
oh please.
So.
We got a thing, girl. She know why.
Anybody that's ever been on set with Sharice and I at the same time, they already know. Like, here they
Yeah,
go, fighting again.
right. Yeah. It's a thing. It's her. It's her.
See,
Well,
we'll,
hopefully we'll
we'll
get a
tell
chance
you.
to
We'll
work.
tell you later, AJ.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll tell you about the thing. It's her.
Just know when she come to set, she bring a little extra baggage with her.
Girl,
You know what I'm saying?
she the last one to talk. The last one. She got an extra
Oh
set bag.
man.
But you know, that's a whole other thing.
And this is what we do. We just go back and forth like this.
Back and forth,
Anyway,
back and
we
forth.
have a guest. We have a
Yeah,
guest in our home.
I know we cut up over here. Shame on us.
Shoot.
Yes.
Oh Lord.
Hopefully we'll get to work with you
So
one day and you'll see the drama that goes on between me and this one.
Yes, we will. We gonna manifest it. We putting
We're
it in
gonna
the air.
manifest that. We
okay,
have
we
fun.
manifesting a lot today. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Put it in
I
the
like that.
atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
All positive energy.
And I want to say that too to anybody that's watching. Like nothing is impossible. It's only impossible till somebody does it.
Yes.
100%.
It's only impossible until somebody does it. The minute one person does it, now so can you. Or you be the person that does it. Now so can somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
You know, nothing. Yeah, even one of my friends told me like she thought getting in doing hair for TV and film was impossible for her until she saw me doing it. And I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, you
What
know,
was one of your biggest fears, AJ, of getting in front of or on set? Now that you mentioned that, right?
Not knowing where to be.
Yeah. Yeah. The first day.
yeah.
Talk about
Hmm.
that first day, because that is a
um,
thing.
my first day, I literally felt like I was just thrown into the madness. Like I
Yeah.
didn't give like a breakdown. I had to be really observant and listening to like keywords and asking
Hmm.
questions, pulling people to the side on where to be, what to do, what not to do. Is it okay to do touch-ups at the same time as makeup? It was a little overwhelming if I'm going to be honest.
Did
But
you know what
I
a call sheet was the first day?
no, I did
Or you
not.
had to read one?
I did not know. However, my mentor, Talana, she broke it down for me. She actually sat on the phone and went through everything. That's why I'm so grateful to have a mentor. But
Yeah.
it can definitely be overwhelming your first
Hmm.
day.
Yeah. Yeah. It
So
can.
I typically tell my mentees when you go on set the first day, be an ear and not a voice. It's the most important thing that you can do because when you go there and you're doing all this, uh,
Mhm.
most of the time you're not going to get invited back because you go there thinking you know, and if you're coming from the salon, it's a different world. It's like almost starting fresh again because
Mhm.
Yeah.
it's nothing like the salon. You know, from the salon, you go there trying to make everything perfect, and in TV and film, that's not what we do in TV and film. You're not trying to make
At all.
every little piece lay in place for the most part, depending on what the script calls for.
Mhm.
You're not trying to make everything lay down picture perfect. This scene may require her, she's getting out of bed. And if she's just getting out of bed, her hair is not going to be picture perfect.
Hmm.
So if you're trying to make everything look perfect, it's not going to match what the scene is requiring. So
I
you
I
have to,
think that was one of the best lessons I learned was continuity
yes,
and what continuity was, like what it actually meant. People would say continuity, and I'd be like, I don't know what does that mean. I don't know what that means. This is my third show, second show. I don't know what that even means. What are you
yeah,
saying? Like,
Mhm.
you know, and it made sense. Well, we're filming this same piece 5 different times, 7 different ways. Every time we film it, that person needs to look exactly the same way every single time. And
Mhm.
then it clicked to me like, oh, that makes sense. Of course, it's the same thing going on. But I think that's another reason why it's important to have a mentor too, because you walking into a whole different world of new vocabulary.
mhm,
Um,
Mhm.
it's not conventional. It's not like a job where you go in and you sit down, or it's not like sometimes we might be in the middle of a forest somewhere and
mhm.
we just got our little trailers in the middle of a forest. Ain't nothing around us but dirt roads, or you never know. You know what I'm saying? So it's really important to like pay close attention and not be afraid to ask questions if you don't know something. Find that person that you feel like you could trust and ask them questions.
And you may be shooting day two and you may be shooting day four,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
all in the same day. And like you said, continuity is so important because those days may be two different looks.
Mm-hmm.
So, what was your experience like that with when you were doing something like that for the first time, AJ?
I think my hurdle was coming from the editorial world, going into the
Mhm.
film, because I'm used to everything being so perfect and no hair out of place. And they was like, open up
Mm-hmm.
the curls. I'm like, what do you mean open the curl? Like it doesn't look right in my eyes. So
Mhm.
it was it was a lesson. It was definitely a learning lesson, learning from day to night, day two to day four, going back to day one, all in the same
Mm-hmm.
day. It's definitely a lot, but once you get the hang of it and once you pay attention and break down the script and take your notes, you can get the hang of it. It
Can you
took me a
explain to
Mm-hmm.
couple.
our audience what that means when we talk about day one and day two and day four? What that actually means and what's happening?
The difference between the days is what's going on within the episode. One scene may be taking place in one particular day at one particular time, and we're filming that scene, but yet we are filming another scene that's 3 days later with a whole different outfit, with a whole different hairstyle, and you just have to be on top of it to make sure everything coincides, because sometimes the hair might change. Sometimes the hair
Mm-hmm.
might not change, but whatever it is, you have to pay attention to the continuity. You have to make sure things matches and you're on the correct day, if that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
And also too with that, you may film several different days in a script in one day in real life.
Mhm.
You may film day 5 and then go into day 7 and then go into day 1 and then go into day 4. And if all of those days have different hairstyles, you already have to think ahead of time, getting the schedule ahead of time. Okay, my actors change hairstyles from this day to this day. This day they're the same. They're going to change again. There needs to be time to make those changes
Mhm.
in
Mhm.
that day, and those changes have to be communicated to the first AD, to the director to there's a lot of communication that happens. So it's not just about just you, because
Mm.
those things, those changes affect everybody on set, and they affect how the entire day is going to go. So you just got to be
And they have to
mindful of those
Right.
things.
document it. You have to
Mhm.
get your pictures. So
Yes.
you may be doing those same days again in 2 more days. You may be back to
Mhm.
day 2 and
Mhm.
day 4, and you have to recreate that same look. So when this movie comes out, you want to make sure those looks coincide. And then every now and again, somebody might say, "Hey, wait a minute, her hair was on the other side," because somebody missed that.
Mhm.
Mhm. Mhm.
So
One
we
of
have to be
I
very
got a
conscious.
comment here from I'm sorry, a question here from my girl Gina, hair by Gina Ma. Y'all, she is phenomenal. I met her when I used to work at Tony and Guy when I was in cosmetology school. I was a receptionist there, and she has also has some magical hands. But her question is, how did you guys get into doing this kind of hair? And I think AJ, you went a little bit over that earlier. If you want to kind of reiterate, maybe she wasn't in yet.
How did I get into film? It was literally by networking. I knew that I didn't want to be behind the chair, and by me watching the TV and knowing the department heads from different shows, I would just literally reach out, introduce myself, let them know what I do, and if they ever need any type of help, that I'm here to do so. And one day I got the call to day play on Force. And once that door opened, I went running. Like, I'm like, okay, what do I need to do? What can I learn? How can I keep this going? So literally putting yourself out there, introducing yourself to people that's already in the industry is so important to get into the industry.
Absolutely.
Was that for all of us or was it just for AJ?
Yeah, I think it's for all of us.
Okay, I started off in the music industry, and then and I also was doing music videos, and I think I got a call from a music video for someone who wanted to do a film, and so mine's kind of went from music video to doing a film, and I got bit by that bug. And once you get bit by the bug, it's like, oh my God, I love this. And
Mm-hmm.
you just want to continue to move on. And so it kind of happened like that for me. So yeah. And
For
what about
me, I had I was doing hair already, like in college, like doing more hair than like homework. And so my my college somebody I was dating in college, their godmother was doing this, and um I did the same thing that you did. I would be on Facebook like all up in her DMs for the longest, or messages or whatever for the longest. And one day she just responded and was like, I see you, keep doing what you're doing. And that's all I needed to hear. That was all I needed to hear. And from that point, I just was like, "Are you watching? Bet. Okay, so I'm finna overload and just make sure that I put all my best stuff up here."
mm-hmm,
And just it was like, okay, now that I know I have this person's attention, I'm gonna make sure I put my best foot forward.
Mm-hmm.
And then the day came that she called me and was like, "Are you ready?" And that person ended up becoming my mentor. Um, and that's kind of how I got started. And once I was in, I kept learning and growing and building and learning and growing and building and networking. And it never stopped. Even to this day, it has not stopped. And that is how I think all of us continue to book jobs. We stay
mm-hmm.
hungry. And the
But you
minute you get full is when you don't get those
Mm-hmm.
calls
But you know
anymore.
what I'll say to add to that too, Ray? What I did in my city was I made sure that I was known in my city. I made
Hmm.
sure that I was at the top of the game in my city and that I put myself out there, continue to brand
Hmm.
myself
Mm-hmm.
in my city and made sure that people knew who I was. And
Yeah.
so I think that's very important. Make sure in your city that you keep
Mm-hmm.
yourself out there, that people know who you are. And like you said, now with social media, jumping people DMs, the worst they can say is no, and that means not right now. It doesn't mean forever.
Hmm.
Keep working on your
Exactly.
craft. Mimic stuff that you see that's working until you get it, and just keep going for it
Yeah.
until you get there. Set a
Mhm.
goal for yourself. Once you achieve it, set another one and continue to
Mm,
move until you get where you want to go. I still have goals, and I'm like, okay, I've achieved this. To have something that next on my list, and I keep checking off boxes until I reach my next goal. And so, if you
yeah.
want it bad enough, go for it. But
I
nobody's
know
gonna
that's
give it.
right.
You got to go after it yourself.
Yeah, and you have to chase it. It's not
You
gonna
have
chase
to. Even if
Mm-hmm.
you have a mentor, your mentor cannot make it happen for you. You got to keep
Right.
knocking on the door. And I have mentees, and I'm like, I'm available for you, but I'm not going to be calling you. I'm busy. You got to call me.
you.
It's
Mhm.
not
So,
up to your mentor to make sure you
no.
work.
So if
It's
I
not.
make myself available, you should be blowing my phone up.
Mhm.
And
Mm-hmm.
if you're
Mm-hmm.
not, you know, I don't think you're that hungry. So hungry people eat. You have to go after what you want.
We have one more question from Miss Kiki Styles. Were
Hey,
you
Keith.
already licensed when you started?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
That is the most important part of this is being licensed. Go to
Hmm.
school,
Mm-hmm.
get your hours, get your license, get that under your belt.
Hmm.
To be taken seriously.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, too, most unions require you to have a cosmetology license before you can join their
Mhm.
union anyway.
Mhm.
So my thing is like, don't try to cut corners with any of this.
Right.
Go take the path, do what you got to do, go that direction, go the direction that you should, so that everything works out in your favor. When you start cutting corners and things like that,
You cheat
it just doesn't
yourself.
work out.
Yeah, you
Mhm.
Yeah,
cheat
you cheat
yourself.
yourself. Yeah, yeah.
Invest in your career and it will pay you back.
100%.
Mm-hmm. Amen. Well, y'all, with that being said, I believe that is our time today. AJ, thank you again so much for taking your time out on this beautiful Sunday to join us.
Thank you for
And we
having
really
me.
enjoy having
Yes,
you.
we did. You've
Yes,
been
this was
amazing.
beautiful. Thank
Yeah,
you,
thank you
ladies.
Yes,
for
it
having me.
was.
We'll have to have you back again.
Come on, bring me back. I would love to.
Oh, thank you
Yeah,
so much
we
for
gotta, we,
coming.
we'll have to do a catching up with AJ segment on
Yes.
another show.
Let's do
Yeah.
it.
Okay. Look,
We guys throw
maybe
some
we'll do it
hearts
when
for
he gets settled in
AJ.
Chicago.
Throw some
Yay,
hearts for
hearts for
AJ, everybody.
AJ.
Yay.
Thank y'all so much for joining us for this Sunday's episode of Vanities Live. We hope to see y'all next week where we will have another fly guest. Y'all know how we do. And subscribe to us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and what else we got? TikTok.
TikTok.
All the things. There's so many.
And we got
But
so
all
much
right.
dope stuff coming, right, Ray? We got some dope
Yeah, we
stuff coming
do.
down the pipeline, you guys.
Yes, we
Stay
do. A lot
tuned.
of great changes. Things are
Yes.
happening.
So thank you guys for
So stay
tuning in.
tuned with us and we'll see y'all next Sunday.
Bye
Bye.
bye.